my name's Professor Morrell. Woo! How are you? How are you, Tim? I'm a professor here at Rhodes College, and I'm going to sort of introduce our project here. And first of all, we have lots of things to make this all possible. So, first of all, the Rhodes College and the Lynn and Henry Turley Center, Memphis Center here, which has provided funding for this project, as well as the Department of Greek and Roman Studies, and I see my colleagues here tonight, and students and majors and minors. Our partner, one of the most amazing partnerships, is with New Ballet Ensemble, and we're so grateful to have this the leading star and inspiration of that wonderful organization. For those of you who can notice, I'm wearing a hat from Howard University, the home of the bison, right? And that's because this course is a joint course taught here at Rhodes College and at Howard University, and my colleague Caroline Stark, Professor Caroline Stark, give it up for Professor. And we are streaming live on the internet. It's a unlisted URL, okay, so the whole world isn't necessarily going to this, although they would be welcome. But the team there, the students at Howard are going to be watching in and tuning in and participating with us. This course and the performances that we're going to see tonight is a look at Greek drama and how artists and performers of the African diaspora have taken Greek drama and transformed it and reimagined it and re-envisioned it in really interesting and amazing ways. And so what we're going to see tonight are all of the students in this course were then responsible for writing their own versions of a scene or a set of scenes from one of these Greek plays. So all of the students got together over spring break here, and they chose 6 of these plays, 6 of these scenes, to move into the production phase. And over the time of producing them, we are now down to 4 of those, and then we're going to see them tonight. Almost all of the scenes were amazing and very compelling. It was hard to make a decision like that, but everyone was involved in this process, the performers and the playwrights and the rest of the students. So we're excited to be able to present these to you. The 4 scenes are the washerwomen. This is a scene, the playwright, the formative playwright was Jay Albertson, right up here. Hey, Jay. It is based on Lysistrata, an Aristophanes comedy that involved a strike among the Athenian women to bring the Peloponnesian War to an end. And Jay took that idea and applied it to a strike of washerwomen, an actual historical event, took place in 1881 in Atlanta, right? So we're going to see a little scene from Washerwomen. Then we're going to see a scene called Aphrodite's Baby. And this is Janelle Williams, a student at Howard University. And this is not based on a Greek drama, but actually on a Roman epic, The Metamorphoses by Ovid. But it's about Pygmalion and Galatea. It's a story, for those of you who have seen, there have been various instantiations of the whole idea of the Pygmalion theme of a person who's able to create his vision of a perfect woman. And Janelle has taken this and adapted it into, I think, a really interesting and beautiful and wonderfully exuberant scene. Then we're going to see a play scene by Nick Kokoropoulos, who's over here, one of our playwrights, called Ave Maria. And this is an adaptation of Oedipus Tyros, about sort of intergenerational conflict. Those of you who know Oedipus the King will catch on to some of the motifs in this play. I do want to mention that it features the music that you will hear in this scene is the recording of Marian Anderson from her very, very significant and important concert in 1939 on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. She gave this conference on this concert on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial because she was not permitted to sing in Constitution Hall, prevented by the Daughters of the American Revolution from doing that. And so it became this amazing moment where she stepped out and on the steps of Lincoln Memorial gave this incredible concert. So we want to pay an homage to her bravery and her significant contributions as an artist. Finally, we have a scene envisioned by Jalen Knotts, a student at Howard, and it's based on the European tragedy, the Bacchae, but it's a comic re-envisioning of the Bacchae, featuring Pentheus, this king who thinks quite highly of himself, as you will see. So we're going to run the scenes one after the other. I can't tell you how much I appreciate the help of all of our partners. And before we begin, I want to recognize Alexis Jackson over here. Woo! Amazing people, and her assistant, Leanthony Douglas. Yeah. It would not seriously be possible without these two people, and for whom I'm very, very grateful. And I just want a little shout out. Alexis is the Rhodes alumna. So, and furthermore, graduated with a major in Greek and Roman studies. So there you go. So I think we're ready. So let's turn them loose, shall we? Okay, the washerwomen.
They can take away our money.
They can't take away our pride.
They forget that we've got
time.
Ridiculous. Making me wait like this.
That's the point of the strike, is.
First, they make me wait for my clothes. Now I have to wait for negotiations too. It's ridiculous.
I'll tell you what's ridiculous. This smell.
Maybe it's the smell of my patience. It's withered up and dried over ever since the washerwoman went on strike.
They can take away our money.
They can't take away our pride.
They forget that we've got
time.
They forget their place.
Hold on.
Oh, no, Hold on. We have no vote,
No school.
no politicians in our vote.
No money. No respect
From
any of you.
What we do have is time.
Time.
That's what you've been paying for all along, right? Right. So I'll use mine as our piece.
What am I supposed to say?
Say your piece.
I'm just a messenger, y'all.
A messenger without a message of his own? How sad to be washed up already. Can you take our message?
I'm with you.
They can take away our money.
They can't take away our pride.
They forget that we've got time.
We've got time.
We want more from this city. We want more from this world.
God protects us.
We protect us. We want power. We want justice.
Go strike and win.
without a few. Laugh, laugh, laugh. I can show you a good time. I can show you a good time. The minute you walked in this joint, I could see you were a man of distinction. Real deep pockets, good looking, so refined. Wouldn't you like to know what's going on in my mind? So let me right to the point. I don't pop my cork for you, right? Yeah, I
Love has brought me here, into a world full of charm and embrace. If only ecstasy could come and erase all that holds us from our desire, to erase all bonds of what holds us still, encompassed into what blinds our spirits into nothing but teeth and rage. And not me. I was born of love and desire, what men dream of, as they pick and choose who will or won't do for a wife, a lover, a maid, or a slave. How did I get you here? Well, out of love. She is love. I am love. But the circumstances of us, it's hard to conclude. How do you beat this racial feud? Maybe in another time. You have a bit longer to go. My mom chose to uphold one battle, not two. She was a woman.
I am love. I was born in love, and love will be the product of me.
Go forth, my child, as you are, unorthodox and free.
God, Aphrodite, send me a perfect woman, someone whom I could love above all else. If I cannot find my picture, I'll mold her into what I wish for. Through my creation, I found that I might be at some ease, but I won't be whole. If only my woman was real. If only I could find the real thing.
How am I supposed to feel? Day after day, month after month, year after year, the anger builds, seeking justice. Yet, I find none. But maybe there's hope, right? Maybe God has a plan for all of this. What was his plan when my mother was raped? What was his plan when I bounced around from home to home? What was his plan when I never knew my mother. She was 16 when she had me, the oldest of 5. There was no chance her parents could afford to take on another. Plus, who would want to be reminded of the day their life ended every time they looked at their child? And my father, well, he could either rot in jail or get out of town. Heard he's a priest now, believe it or not. So off to foster care this bastard went. Do you know what it's like to have nowhere to call home? No one to call family? To feel like a burden wherever you go? Of course not. You just get to sit there and listen, untouched, unburdened by the sin of this world. Anyway, by the time I was 10, I thought I had found a home. A couple in their mid-30s, they treated me like their own. Beautiful people. The poor woman was barren. So I had a few foster siblings as well. Brothers, sisters, laughing, crying. Family. I finally had a family. One big, happy family. When I was 14, they had me go through confirmation. I loved it. I absorbed everything. I would go home unable to hold back from sharing everything I had learned with my parents. I'll never forget the pride on their faces. I only had 1 week left. I had just finished class for the day, at this church actually. My sponsor usually picked me up, but he couldn't that day, so I sat alone, waiting for my parents. He came up behind me like a thief in the night. His eyes were muddled with perversion. And his voice, he could yell at the top of his lungs, and his voice would keep that chillingly soft tone. He was a shell of a man. No God left in him.
He took everything. My life, my love, me. Yes, I know who you are, Father. And soon, everyone else will too.
there? They burned down the meal.
Damn it! I will have to figure this out. You may leave.
Sir, there's another. King, they've killed our livestock.
What's going on out there? These people are mad. I've got to get a hand on this. You may leave.
Sir? Sir, there's more.
Jesus Christ. Send them in. Good news or bad news?
Bad.
Well, why don't we just start a line of messengers with bad news? Because there seems to be a lot of that today. Next!
What?
Get up.
Sir, this is the soldier you sent for.
Yes.
He says he has something for you.
This is exactly who I need to see. Send them in.
Oh! Sir, we've caught the man you described as a wild criminal. He's actually pretty gentle. He didn't try to get free. He didn't run. He didn't yell. It's almost as if he knew what was going to happen. Oh, sir, 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 sir.
Yes.
Sir. Well, those Bacchae women, they're free. This man has brought miracles to thieves, I should say. Sir, it's almost as if you...
All right. That's it enough.
You are my pleasure, sir. And I am
You may leave.
here to serve.
You may leave.
King of thieves.
Go! Well, look at you. Look at how long your hair is. How the curls fall down your face. You don't seem to get out much. Not very big. Kind of skinny. What do you do with such a pretty face? Well, that is Aphrodite's business. Never mind me.
Your city
Anyway,
is in ruins.
what do you know about my city?
I know more than you think. What are you going to do about it?
I'm working on it. Mind your own business.
What are you willing to do for your city?
Anything for the
Are you
city.
willing to die?
Of course. Anything for the city of thieves. Now, enough questions about me. Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Mount Tamale. Have you heard of it?
Yes. So, why did you bring your cult here?
Oh, the son of Zeus made me.
The son of Zeus. Are you joking?
No, I'm not joking.
Well, sounds like a joke to me. But I am interested. Tell me, how did you meet him?
Oh, I seen him myself. He taught me the rituals of the Bacchae.
Ooh, now at the juicy part. Tell me about the rituals.
Now you're joking.
I am not joking.
Why not tell
I am getting sick and tired of hearing about these women. Did your friend, Dionysus, tell you how to control them?
You can bring them back to their senses.
Damn right I can. I can?
Yeah, you can.
How?
Oh, you can let them tear you into pieces up in the mountains.
What did you say?
You can have them tear you into pieces up in the mountains.
What? Who would do such a thing?
Agave, your mother.
Agave?
Yes,
My mother?
your very own mother.
This is a joke. Who is this guy?
If you don't believe me, you can go to the mountains and see for yourself.
Okay, let's go. I'm not afraid of my mother.
Wait. Maybe you should disguise yourself, just in case.
Nonsense. I'll be just fine.
Suit yourself.